Welcome to another tutorial on the battery management system. So in this particular video, we will be looking into the concept related to unscented Kalman filter, and we will see it with a visual perspective and try to understand individual terms and individual functionalities, like how the entire Kalman filter system works for the SOC estimation. So this is a specified Kalman filter which basically does the SOC estimation. And here you can consider the setup or the physical experiment setup as the following. Like, so you will have a microcontroller, which can be any microcontroller. And in this case, we will be also needing some voltage, current, and temperature sensor, and the actual battery pack, and how to discharge the battery pack, like when we do flow the current, or when you charge or discharge the current, there will be change in the SOC, right? So that SOC change will be reflected inside the algorithm. So for that, we need to control the current, and for that we will be basically needing this programmable load and power supply. So basically this will give charging current, or it will draw discharging current from the battery, so that it will be more helpful for us to actually determine what actually happening in the system. And over here, the microcontroller will decide like whether there is a discharging needed or a charging needed. Yeah, so this will be a key feature to see, like if I am having the current flow, like how my true SOC is matching to my predicted SOC. Okay, so we will also have the algorithm running, which is on the controller board, which is this one. And based on this, you will be also getting the UKF implementation in MATLAB Simulink. Okay. So that is how the entire system and the setup looks like. And coming to the calculation, we will be having 7 major steps in this particular UKF calculation. So the first step, we will be doing the sigma point calculation. So based on the UKF, we need to have 3 sigma points, because here we are estimating only one state, and the formula for the sigma point is like 2n plus 1. Okay, so here n is equal to 1, and 2 into 1 is 2 plus 1, so totally 3 sigma points we need to create, and through that we basically need to predict the corresponding SOC. Here basically you will be determining what is the mean of the state and mean of the measurement, okay, which is the predicted one. Suppose in our case we are basically having the state as the SOC, so you will be determining what is the mean SOC, and in our case the measurement is the voltage. So in this case you will be determining what is the mean voltage, that is predicted one, in this particular step. In step 3, we will be basically checking what is the variance estimation. So for corresponding state as well as for the measurement, right? How much is the variance? And that will be dependent on the process noise as well as the measurement noise. Okay. And that will be controlled over here. Okay. And then you will have the step 4. Okay, which is the cross covariance calculation. So we will see over here like how the state change is dependent on the measurement that we are taking. So here it is the relationship between the x and y. Okay, how variation in x is reflecting a change in the y. So that is what cross covariance is presented here. And in the step 5, we will be doing the Kalman gain calculation, which is done on the cross covariance as well as variance of the measurement. And based on this, so here the variance you can see, and based on this we will be determining this Kalman gain. Okay, and after that we will make a optimization for the state which we predicted, based on the measurement using the Kalman game. Okay, and then we will also update the variance or covariance. Okay, and based on this we will have the new state and the new covariance. Then we will enter into the next execution cycle. So that is how this entire flow works. We will see this in a live dashboard, which is present over here. And we will also see the details of the calculation in the next video. For every video, you will get a deeper look into the individual steps, like the first step, what it is actually doing, how it is calculating, and like the till the step 7. Okay, and based on that we will also try to see like how the Gaussian looks like and what are the things that is happening on live with the errors as well as the estimations. Okay, so in the next video we will be looking into a deeper dive into the sigma point calculation as well as into the curves that we are having. So this is a simulatable interface or a dashboard which you can download from the resource link, and with the help of this you will be able to interact with this particular tool. So this is all about for this particular video. In case you have any comment or query, please let us know in the comment section. We will be more than happy to clarify your doubts. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.